All right, boys and girls, let's go ahead and get started on today's craft. You're going to be making a funny bird marionette puppet. These are the things that you should have in your supply kit. A hot glue gun with some glue sticks, a fuzzy body for your bird, 2 large popsicle sticks that are split on the ends, some beaded necklace, just 1 beaded necklace, 2 nickels, 2 googly eyes, some large pom-poms and small pom-poms, a piece of yellow felt, and some fishing line. Now inside this little bag is a special delicious treat for you to eat. These are some crispy crepes that were actually made in France. They're kind of like very paper thin cookies, so I hope you enjoy munching on those while we make our marionette puppet today. You're also going to need a pair of scissors for this. And you probably already guessed, but since we are going to be using a hot glue gun, you definitely need a parent to help you with this activity. You should not ever be using this glue gun by yourself. It does get very hot. Let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing we're going to do is put together our head for our puppet. I gave you guys a couple of choices so you could decide which color you wanted. I think I'm going to go with green for mine. And then I took my yellow piece of felt and I cut it into a long skinny triangle. We're going to be using this part for the beak of our bird. And then of course our 2 googly eyes. Since we're going to be using a hot glue gun to put this all together, you're going to need to let your hot glue gun heat up for a few minutes, maybe about 5 minutes, until it gets nice and hot. In case you've never used one before, the glue sticks just pop right in there in the end. And to get the glue to come out, you just squeeze on the trigger. So first we'll add a couple of dots of glue for the eyeballs. Okay, after the head is done, we're going to get started on the feet. You're going to need all 4 of the pom-poms, plus the 2 nickels. The first thing you're going to do is glue a pom-pom onto a nickel. And then you're going to glue the second pom-pom on top of that one. We're adding the nickels onto the bottom of the feet to help weigh it down, but also when you're playing with your bird, you can make the bird tap. It'll sound like he's got little tippy-tap toes or tap dancing toes. So now we've got the head and the feet finished, and we're going to start putting together the body and the neck and legs. You're going to take your beaded necklace and cut it. And first we're going to cut a really long neck. This is about, I'd say 4 or 5 inches long. And we're going to use that for the neck of our bird. Now we're going to do the legs. I'm cutting a piece that's about the same size as the neck was. Looks like it's about 5 inches or so. And you're going to glue that onto the pom-pom for the feet. And next, we're ready to start working on the body. So get out your body and make sure you fluff it up. And there's one little loop inside. That's going to be the top of your body. So you want to kind of pull on that loop a bit because we're going to glue the head close to that loop. The next thing we'll do is add the legs. So remember, the loop is the top of the body, so go to the underside to add your 2 legs. Okay, so for the next step, you're going to take your 2 popsicle sticks and glue them together like this. This is going to be our controller. This is the part that we're going to attach the strings to, and we will hold to move our puppet. So glue them together just like a big X. And you're going to take next some of this fishing line. So we're going to need to put fishing line in the body of the bird through that loop, on the head, and on the feet. So we're going to need 4 pieces. I'm going to cut a piece about a foot long. You probably cannot see that, but it's about a foot long or 12 inches. And I'm going to glue this one to the body first. So I'm going to put it through the little loop, but I'm actually going to use some hot glue to hold that in place. Just like you did before, fluff the fur around it and squeeze. This one will go on the top of the head. And then we need 2 more for the feet. Okay, so we're gonna let that dry for just a minute. Okay, and now for the tricky but fun part. We're almost done. You're going to take your popsicle sticks that you glued together, and you're going to take the string for the head first, and you're going to put it through one of the ends that are split. So just slide it in there. Now don't glue it down or anything yet because we're gonna need to adjust those to make them the right length before we make them permanently glued. Then you're going to take the body and you're going to put it opposite of the head. So just slide it in there. And I can already tell that I need to pull up on my head a little bit and pull down on the body a little bit so that when it hangs like that. Next, you're going to take the string for the feet and put it through the popsicle stick on one side, through the popsicle stick on the other side. All right, so what you need to do is pull on the top part of the string until the feet are lower and then the body and the head are higher. So basically just give it a try and see if you like how it's hanging, and just adjust the strings so that it's hanging the way that you'd like it to by pulling on them here on the top to make it shorter or longer. And then once you have it how you like it, you're going to just put a little dollop of glue on the top of each and cut off the extra string. Okay, boys and girls, I hope you had fun putting together your very own marionette puppet today. Be sure to give your puppet a name and have fun putting on a show for your family and friends. Bye.